All right. It says we're live. Let's see what happens. That happened so quickly. I'm wondering if it really did it. Maybe not. I'll put my message in while I'm waiting. Ooh. Oh, wow. Andrea, let me put my message in while. That was good. I'll get to you. You'll be the first one. I forgot to put my buy me a coffee message in. There we go. Put some coffee cups. Where are the coffee cups? Sometimes they hide on me. Oh, there they are. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I'll be with you in a moment. It came on so quickly, it surprised me. I didn't expect it to work that quickly. There it is. There we go. It hasn't done that so quickly in a long time. There we go. Now we're ready. All right. Mr. Maurice Evans. Mr. Jones. Wow, 17 months. That's amazing. Holy cow. A year and a half. Almost a year and a half. Ooh. Here's a coffee for you, Mr. Shannon. So we have Andrea, and then the doctor came in. Haven't seen Andrea in a long time. Then Mr. Jones came in, and then Mr. Jones did a super chat. So we'll go with Mr. Jones first, and then we'll do Andrea, and then the doctor. The lighting is kind of weird in here because the sun just came out, so it got kind of weird. The sun's going in and out, so the lighting is gonna be kind of strange too. All right, let's see what the question is. It was supposed to be cloudy and gloomy all day, but now the sun's coming out. Now it's going back in. All right, the cards are ready. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it came on so quickly, it surprised me, and I wasn't quite ready. There's Andrea. Um, general reading for Mr. Jones. Okay. And thank you for the coffee, the super chat. That can actually buy quite a bit. That would buy one Starbucks coffee, but earlier today I bought a pretty good sized jar of Nescafe, and it was I think it was $11.99. So that bought half of that jar, what you just gave me, more than half the jar. And I think you can get quite a few cups of coffee out of that. They say, I think 75, but I make it a lot stronger. So it's probably closer to about maybe 30 cups of coffee out of that one jar. So you actually bought me, if you go half, that you bought me 15 cups of coffee with that $7 instead of one Starbucks coffee. All right, we're ready to go. A general reading for Mr. Jones. All right. Oh, that one says things are going to start improving. So it would be saying you've been having some difficulty, but things are going to start improving. Oh, that might be the difficulty because this one covers the first one. This is all kinds of negative things overpowering your positive things. So your positive energy is being pushed down by all kinds of negative things. And it could be being stressed out, being tired, feeling weak, because it's strength, weakness over strength instead of strength over weakness. And it's evil over good. It's all kinds of negative things kind of pressing down on you. But this one says that things are going to start improving. And then here we have, this is in the past. That's some kind of setback, some kind of delay in a project. You were hoping something would happen and it got delayed. That kind of idea. The Two of Wands. Oh, but this one, ooh, that one says you're on a journey. Now we're getting into the present and going up into the future. This one says you're working on something, you're on a journey, and it says you're on your own. There's no one who can help you. You have to make your own decisions. You're on your own in your journey. That's interesting. Oh, good. This one says you'll get back something you lost. So you have the first three cards are negative. Well, the first card is positive, then number 2 and 3 are negative. And they're saying things are like pressing down on you. Negative things are pressing down on you, making things difficult for you. And there might be a delay. But then this one says you're on your own. You're on a journey, but you're on your own. Then this one says you're going to get back whatever you lost. So it kind of fits in with the 2 negative cards. The 2 negative cards happen first, and then this is the first future card. Means you'll get back whatever it is that you lost. Oh. You might be having some doubts, because that one is pessimism and doubt and imbalance. It kind of goes with that negative, the 2 negative cards you had. Imbalance, low energy, not connecting with the energy properly. Ooh, that's what you fear, and that's failure. That makes sense. This would be failure or low energy or not having the strength to keep going, giving up on it. So if you're in a project, you might be afraid that you're going to give up. You're going to, because this way it would be, if you're working on something and a difficult thing comes up, you'll just push right through it and say, I'm going to get through this thing no matter what I have to do, and you'll keep pushing forward. But when it's this way, you're tempted to give up. And you say, maybe it's not worth all the trouble, and maybe I'll just give up. So the fear is that you'll get into that kind of situation, because that's the fear card. You fear being under so much stress that you'll feel like giving up. That's what that's saying. Oh, look at, you got the 2 and the 3 reversed. And they're both kind of the same thing, some kind of setback. And it's a temporary setback. It's not a permanent setback. It's working on a project and then running into some kind of blockage of some kind, like writer's block, you could say, or artistic kind of writer's block. And then you have to come around and get through it, and then you start moving forward again. 2 cards are saying that. And it might have something to do with the family, because this one's in the family section. So it could be that a family member, or even a friend or a family member might be causing some kind of stress, which works well with the first card and the second card, because things are pressing down on you. Some kind of stress is pressing down. Oh, but this one says you're the rebel. You like to do things differently than everyone else. You like to take a different pathway. That's very good. I like that card. You're artistic. You're a dreamer. They call it the hippie card because the hippie goes a different way than everyone else. Oh, it ends up really nice. So this, where I was saying over here that you might be afraid you run into a blockage and you might hold back, this one is the complete opposite, because this is the King of Wands, and he's intelligent and strong, and he can go through the test of fire. And there's the little salamander, and the salamanders are up there, and he will keep going forward and fight, and then eventually get to the other side, and he'll win the battle. And then when that happens, these 2 cards would turn that way. then that's working on a project, and the yellow one is accomplishing a goal. And they're both financial or business related. So once you get to this is the 10th card. Once you get to this point, then everything should turn around and you'll be successful and you'll keep moving forward. You won't hold back. So that's very good. That one turned out really well. Number 11 kind of fits with the star card. It's the same idea, imbalance and things like that. It kind of reinforces the 5th card that came up. Let's see. I want to look up one thing while I'm waiting for you to say something. I'll look a card up. There it is. Doubt, stubbornness, lack of perception, chance of physical illness. That's this one. Pessimism and doubt, chance of physical illness. This one could also be illness. So maybe there's a chance of you catching a cold or a flu or something like that. Oh, you're welcome, Mr. Jones. Yeah, I'm trying Nescafe. I've been drinking Folgers, and I see a lot of people saying good things about Nescafe, and I wanted to try it to see if it's better than Folgers. So your $7 bought me half of that jar, and as soon as I finish the jar of Folgers, I'll try the Nescafe. Everybody on YouTube, whenever they're drinking coffee, they're drinking Nescafe. And I want to see if there's something, if it's better than Folgers. So I bought some today. The Columbia one, the instant coffee Columbia. Give that a try. All right. Let's see. We have Andrea. Andrea's still here. Oh, Andrea said something about I can't hear you. YouTube kicked her out of the live, but couldn't hear me. Now she can hear me. Everything's good at this end. I've got 4 bars, so everything's good at this end. Let's see Andrea's question. What was the reason why my boyfriend, Carlos, the Leo, blew me off this weekend and the past weekend? You're in Aries. So let's see if there's anything else. He still hasn't said anything to me about it. Okay, there's the second part. Why did Carlos blow you off this weekend and the past weekend? That's the question. That was interesting. All right. Okay, here's the first card. Oh, that could be Carlos. That's a negative person. It could represent that Carlos did a negative thing. Oh, this could be you. We have a negative person and a positive person. And the positive person is covering or having more power over the negative person. My first thought is to think that Carlos is the negative person and this is you, a positive person. But it could be something like this one here is Carlos and he's being influenced by a negative person. It could be that. And he's trying to overpower the negative person and push them because this card is covering this card on top of it. So it's trying to push the negative person down. It could be that idea too, because we are asking about Carlos. So my first idea is the first card is Carlos, the second card is you, but these could both relate to Carlos. And this could be Carlos, and he's trying to push down that negative person. So let's see which way, if it gives an idea of which way is correct. You're saying something right there. Let's see. Oh, that was Ginger. Never mind. Oh, here's another good person. These two people are very similar. They're both strong and intelligent. This one has high energy, can deal with all kinds of negative things. This one is good with money and kind to others, helps other people. If someone needs help, this person will come forward and help the person. So it could, if I'm right about the idea that this could be Carlos trying to push down someone negative, maybe this one is you. And that would be a good sign because you're both good people and you would go well together. Let's see what else. That's only the third card, and there's so much information already. This one is talking about some big event happening, and it's going to change everything in your life. The lightning bolt of truth. Truth is coming in, and it's going to change everyone's life. And that's just happening right now, and it's going into the present and then the future. Into the future. Here's the Rebel card again. We're getting the same cards coming up, saying that someone is the rebel, either you or Carlos, and someone likes doing things a different way than everyone else, taking a different pathway. And that person's creative and artistic. Oh, and then this one, maybe we've got two different things going on. Maybe this one's you. And then, like I said before, this one could be Carlos. And then this one could be you. And then this one could be either you or Carlos. And then same thing with this one, because this is another good person. This person is more of the more of a designer and a creator, someone who works with their hands, and an artistic person, but someone who's more into building things. Because this person is building an archway, so this person is more hands-on, where this person is more artistic, where this person is more likely to be an artist or a writer or a musician, something like that, where this person is more likely to be an architect or a designer or a builder. So I'll have to see if this is connecting to anything when I read your messages. This one is talking about making good decisions. Don't do anything foolish. Don't make a bad decision. Try not to make a bad decision. Take your time and think things through. Oh, this one is a good one for achieving a goal. Because this goes well with that card because they're both business related. This is the master craftsman, and this is a business person. And this one too. This is a business person too. So it could be connecting to that card, but it means success. Some kind of project the person is working on is going to be successful, and then the money is going to start coming in, which is what this card is. The money is coming in. I kind of have an idea of what might be everything's so positive. There's only one negative card in this whole bunch so far. So I'll come back to that number one card. That one says, okay, that kind of fits with the number one card. I'll come back to that. Oh, and this one's the negative card, a negative money card. And this one's a negative money card. So we have 7 very good cards. And it almost seems like it's talking about 2 different people. And they're both very good people. And they're both very skilled and intelligent, but their skills kind of go in different ways. One is artistic and one is more of a builder. And they're both good business people. And something is going to pay off in the business part of it. Some project is going to finish up and then pay off, and the money's going to start coming in. And then the very first card is a negative person. And I got the idea that maybe this person is bothering Carlos, creating negative energy. And maybe Carlos is trying to press this person down and push the person down because Carlos's card was on top of it. And then we have these two. This is sort of losing control of the situation, not being able to handle a money situation. And then there's a negative money card there. So these 3 kind of go together. But the other 7 cards are very, very good. Let's see if you're saying something that'll help out. Because it sounds like 2 different people who are very good people, and they're both good at business, and they're both creative, and they're both artistic. Let's see if you say, he's been talking about going to Puerto Rico, buying a house. Oh, there's nothing about that in here. There's no travel. Yeah, there's no travel. Ooh, this could be buying the house because this is some kind of major change happening. But this is actually a destruction of a house. These people built up this tower and they were focusing on money and greed. And then the lightning bolt of truth came in and destroys the tower. And then they realized that there are more important things than money and building a big tower, that they should be focusing on the spiritual things. So this kind of goes against the idea of buying a house. Wonder if it could mean he'll decide not to buy the house. Because in this one, they go away from building that huge tower more towards spiritual things. Then they don't have the tower anymore. They go on a spiritual journey. So it could be saying he'll decide not to buy the house. because it doesn't show any travel, doesn't show travel over water or air. No travel cards. Interesting that the negative cards about money are in the future, number 9 and 10. Number 11 is that card. Negative things in the past, positive in the future. And the person has to stop looking at the past and focus on the future. That's number 11. He did have a towing company. That's interesting. Oh, it doesn't fit any one of us, you're saying? Doesn't fit any one of us. Huh. Maybe there's no real answer. Sometimes the cards, the spirits don't have an answer. It shows a lot of success. 7 good cards about financial success. And good, intelligent, kind people. And creative people. But you're saying it doesn't fit either one of you. And some kind of business paying off. A business project paying off. Then in number 9 and 10 are negative for money. Kind of losing control for number 9, and then losing money for number 10. Losing control, then losing money. So it didn't really answer your question, I guess. Because you were saying, why did he blow you off on those? My idea at the beginning was that it was a problem with that negative person who came up on card number 1. And that negative person caused the problem with Carlos. That was how I was thinking about it at the very beginning. And then Carlos was trying to suppress the negative things. So that could be the answer to your question, that it was caused by a third party that caused him to blow you off on those last 2 weekends. That could be the answer. And then we get into other things on the next 8 cards. But the answer could have been in that first 2 cards. Maybe that's because then that's what I was thinking. Then we went into all those financial cards and creativity cards and things like that. So that's where the answer might be. Oh, I think if there was another woman, I think the cards already answered that, because you would have had like the 2 of Cups, or there's a couple of cards that show either 2 people or it's a triangle, and you didn't get any of those cards. So I don't think he's interested in another woman. That person causing trouble might be a woman. It could be a woman or a man, but it could be more like in a business situation where a business partner or a supervisor is causing trouble, and it could be a woman or a man. But there was nothing in here about like a threesome, like a three-way triangle, or two people or three people, like a triangle. There was nothing in there about that. So I don't think it's a romantic thing. The other woman might be a supervisor or someone causing him trouble, but I don't think it's a relationship thing. It would have said something like that in there. Oh, there's John. Oh, his sister. Okay, a sister-in-law. There it is. That's who it is. It's the sister-in-law. Yeah, so there's nothing romantic. That's the answer right there. It's a sister-in-law. The sister-in-law doesn't like me. Just found out we got back together. That's who that first card was. Because there was nothing romantic in any of the 10. Even number 11 didn't have anything romantic. It's the sister-in-law. There's the answer. Because that you had that one negative card, and all the other cards were good until we got to 9 and 10. We had eight good cards in a row, 7 good cards in a row, and nothing about romance. So that must be the answer to sister-in-law. All right, we'll do we'll do Jen next, and then John. Jen and John. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. Got a little tickle in my throat. I'll be right back. That's better. Yeah, the sister. The sister. All right, we'll do Jen next, and then John. I am parched. And that was only the second reading. Only did 2 readings. I can usually go like an hour before I need a drink of water. My doggy mug. That one looks like a cat. It is a. Is that? No, that's not a cat. Almost looks like a cat, but it's one of those little dogs that look like a dust mop. All right, I'm ready for Jen. Then we'll do John, and I'm expecting BALT to come in. So at any time, BALT could show up. Oh, your throat is. Oh, Andrea says her throat is bothering her. She thinks I'm picking up on her scratchy throat. Psychically, I'm getting a sore throat, a scratchy throat because Andrea has a scratchy throat. It could be. Let's see what Jen's question is. You're saying every reading Shannon has done for me has been right on. I don't know if everyone has. I think there have been a couple that didn't turn out right. I don't think everyone could possibly be right. We used to do so many in the past. Every day you would come on and ask a question. Here we go. How will the month of November be for me? That's Jen's question. How will the month of November be for Jen? There we go. Oh, that's a good way to start. Possibly starting a new journey or adventure. You're the little crayfish. But watch for unexpected dangers and foes and enemies. But it's a good journey. You go past the towers and down into the valley, into the forest, and then you come out, you go up the mountain. Then the hermit will be waiting for you on top of the mountain. I'd like to do that right now. That would make a fun journey. Kind of cold now, but it would be fun. Oh, look, more travel. So maybe you're going to travel in November because the first two cards are talking about forward movement over land, traveling over land. You're traveling over land to get to the top of the mountain. And here the knight is traveling over land. All these mountains in the background and the clouds are moving past. So it's forward movement. Both cards talk about forward movement and maybe travel. Oh, again, travel again. And high energy. So you have just travel in the first card, a journey and adventure. And here is travel and victory and forward movement. And here's forward movement and travel and high energy. And then some kind of big celebration, like a really big party or like a rock concert, any kind of concert, something where there's a lot of people, or a wedding, something where there's a big number of people. Oh, this sounds kind of negative. It could be a negative money card, or it could be losing control a little bit, maybe having money troubles, kind of losing control, then that causes money trouble. Something like that. You lose control of a situation, then it causes money trouble. Maybe that's it. Ooh, but then we go back to the good things again. So only one negative card so far out of 6 cards. And this is again victory and success, freedom of the spirit, forward movement. You have 2 swords. So it's like 2 times it's talking about victory and success. And both times there's a lot of forward movement. This one is about things improving. It says it's in the fear section, and it talks about how there was a burden, and the burden is still there, and it's still causing you trouble, but it's starting to get lighter, get easier, but the burden is still there. So it's not 100% good or 100% bad. It's kind of 50-50. And it's in the fear section. So it might be saying you're worried that something negative will continue to happen as you go into November, go through November, because we're already there. Oh, there's that card again, the Tower. That's the second time. But that talks about spiritual enlightenment. Something big happens and it causes spiritual enlightenment and change. And that kind of goes with the idea, because there's all this stuff, all this activity happening. Like something big is going to happen in November, and that's going to create all this activity and forward movement and travel. And there's 2 victory cards, victory and success. And 1, 2, 3, 4 travel cards. And then there's a big celebration. Oh, that one's probably you. And that one's about liking traditional things, liking social things, like social media or being with friends and hanging out with friends, being with family and friends, those kind of things, traditional old-fashioned things. Oh, this one, that always looks bad, but it is a bad card, but it's not 100% bad, because it's going through something really difficult. But once you get through the difficult thing, then it goes this way and you have freedom. And you have to go through the difficult thing to get the freedom. If you get to this point and then you back up and say, I'm not going to do that, then you don't get the freedom. You have to go through the negative thing. So it's a little bit negative, but it's actually a good card, because once you get through that negative thing, then you get all the rewards coming in. So I like to think of that one and the 9 of Swords as positive instead of negative, because they're talking about something difficult, but once you get through it, then you get the reward. And then it's worth going through the negative things to get the reward. And that's number 10. So that might be at the end of the month. I wonder if this one's talking about a Thanksgiving celebration. This could be Thanksgiving. Oh. That's number 11, is starting a new journey. That kind of fits in with everything here. You're on a journey, because it's all talking about a journey and traveling. There's Shirley. Oh, a new job. That's what it is, a new job, huh? Oh, this is all about a new job. Very good. Wonder if that's Thanksgiving. But this could be celebrating getting a new job. Yeah, that's why you have all this victory and success and forward movement. All these cards are saying the same thing. That's the new job right there. And all these, they're all saying the same kind of idea: victory and success and forward movement. Oh, there's BALT. We were talking about you. Ah. Ooh, so Jen got a new job. That's good. Uh-oh. And there's John. We'll get to John after we do BALT. We'll do John, and then we'll do Shirley. Trying to read your question without my glasses. Looks like general reading for next 2 weeks. Yep, that's what it says. General reading for next 2 weeks. I saw that you bought me the coffee, and I thought, oh, he's got a real important question to ask. Something business related. There was a little thing up there. I thought you were going to ask a really important question. One of those multiple choice ones. So he wants me to come on because he's got a really important question to ask. I wanted to ask you how your father was doing. Last week, or the last time we were, 2 weeks ago, was it? I signed out and I thought, oh, I should have asked him how his father was doing. So just a general reading for the next 2 weeks for BALT. Last reading was very accurate. Here we go. Oh, you brought him home from the hospital. Oh, you're caring for him at home currently. That's good. Yeah, after I signed out, like 1 minute after I signed out, I forgot to ask about how the father was doing. And then there's no way, once I sign out, there's no way to send you a message. I tried doing that with someone else before, and there's no way to send a message after. after it's done. All right, the cards are all ready. General reading for the next 2 weeks. Ah. Thank you, Jen. Got a little green bird doing a little dance. A general reading for the next 2 weeks. Oh, that's prosperity concerning money. This is the Earth Mother, but the Earth Mother concerning money, where the goddess is or the, the Empress is the Earth Mother concerning everything like growth, fertility, birth, things growing, springtime. But this is the Earth Mother sort of concerning financial growth. So this is a very good financial card. This one says you might be carrying too much of a burden. You might be trying to do too many things at one time. And it might be slowing you down a bit. You're trying to handle too many different projects at one time. Oh, that's a possible new friendship or romance. And it has positive things concerning health, because that's the sign, the medical sign for doctors and nurses: do no harm. So it's a positive health card. I wonder if that's you and that's your father, and it's saying positive things about that, or it could be a new friend or a new relationship. That has all kinds of good meanings. But it's the symbol for medicine and doctors: do no harm. I think that's what it is. But it's a positive card for health. This one is in the past and it's negative. It kind of connects with this card here right next to it. This is number 2, and that's number 4. And this is in the foundation, and this is in the past. So this one is talking about trying to do too many things at one time. And then this one's talking about maybe a financial burden and being uncomfortable in your current situation. So it's whatever you're in, whatever you're doing, you're not comfortable with it. And you'd rather be somewhere else or doing something else. But that's all these are in the past. Now we go into the future. This is the area for the next 2 weeks. Oh, that one really doesn't say much about the future. It talks about church, the traditional way that the church is set up, like the Catholic Church with all its traditions, and because it's got the crown of the church, the different levels of the church, and it talks about liking traditional things, family and friends, and following traditional patterns. It also talks about social media, having friends, things like that. Kind of fits in with this one about maybe making a new friend or a relationship. Ooh. This one goes with the Queen of Pentacles because it says money is coming in, but it also gives the warning. It says you might have to be careful with your money, that you should be frugal with your money. You shouldn't overspend, or it may be in your case overinvest. You have to be careful with your money for the next 2 weeks. This one over here, the Queen, is saying money is going to come in and it's going to be growing and building. Then this one is saying be careful. Don't spend too much. Don't go overboard. Take it easy. Be careful with your spending and your planning with the money. And it also talks about focusing on other things too, that money isn't the most important thing. There's other things like friends and family, which kind of fit in with these cards talking about friendship or family or friendship or romance. That's interesting. Oh, that's what you fear. And that's weakness or illness. And it could be weakness as far as being tired. This is a low energy card. And it could be illness. And it could be weakness as in fear of making a wrong choice. So you hold back instead of moving forward. But these are the things you fear. It's nothing negative that's going to happen. It's just what you fear, what you're afraid of. Oh, there's another one saying be careful with your money. 2 cards are saying be careful, be frugal. Don't make rash decisions. Don't make impulsive decisions. 2 cards, they're kitty corner next to each other, are saying the same thing. Be careful with. It says money is coming in and there's plenty of money. 3 cards are saying that, but 2 of the cards are saying be careful with that. Your money decisions concerning money. But 3 good money cards. And here's a celebration that's going to happen. Could be a holiday thing or a party or a birthday or just some friends getting together. Maybe that's what. Oh, that's interesting. You've got the 2 and the 3 of cups. So maybe this is a celebration of friends getting together. Because you had this one first, like 2 people meeting, making a new friend, that kind of thing. And then this is a celebration. You got the 2 and the 3 of cups. I was looking for the 4 of cups. Oh, watch for unexpected good. It's a good thing it didn't turn out that way. You don't have any negative people. You in the past, a month or 2 ago, you were always getting someone negative in your reading, and you almost got one. But this one, when it's upside down like that, it says, watch for unexpected good. Something good is going to happen and it's going to surprise you. Maybe that's what the celebration is about. Something good happens and then you celebrate. Oh, that also means celebration. It's not a big one, but it's still a celebration. These are good either way on this card. It works well either way. But this is when it's this way, it's a small celebration. And when it's this way, it's a really big one, like a wedding. And this is a small celebration. So they're both saying a small celebration is going to happen. Some like friends getting together for a dinner or a party or like a birthday party or something. And something unexpected. Yeah, that one was good. Yeah, three good cards for money, but two of the cards say be very careful with your decisions. Be kind of frugal, be careful. Don't be impulsive, that kind of idea. But three good cards for money. Yeah, okay. That was a good one. Oh, you're welcome. Getting kind of bright in here. Hold on. That helps. That's a little better. I don't want to close it. It's one of those things that go like that and close. And I don't want to close it all the way or it'll block the signal coming in. The sun is going in and out. Thank you, Jen, for that super sticker. That's very cool. It's a little bird of some kind. Yeah, it's a little bird with like a little headband. I think that's what it is. So we should do John and then Shirley. I know Shirley's here. I wonder if John said something up here about reposting. I'll go look at that. And then we might do Shirley. And then there's John. Oh, John's still here. Yeah. We'll do you now, John, and then we'll do Shirley. I wasn't sure if you were here. Because I saw something about reposting. John. And then we'll do Shirley. There we go. I wrote both of you down. And then we'll do Shirley. Wow, Shirley's got another job offer. You get more job offers than anyone I've ever met. Every week you've got a different job offer. Here's John's question about Daniela. Is Daniela your future wife or someone else? So, a Daniela or someone else? Let's just ask, is Daniela your future wife? And then if it indicates no, then it'll mean that it's someone else. Because otherwise, we're asking two questions. But we'll ask, is Daniela your future wife? For John, is Daniela your future wife? That's a good way to do it. We'll focus on Daniela. Then if it says no, then it means that someone else is your future wife. It'll answer the second part of the question. A long time ago, I remember it was kind of hinting that it wasn't going to be Daniela, back like 2 or 3 months ago. But let's see what it says now. Oh, this card again. This one's coming up almost every time. This one is saying that you like to do things differently. You're the rebel. You're artistic and you like to do things, take a different pathway than everyone else. That's a very good card. Ooh. I would say last time you said that she broke up with that guy, the guy she was going with. I would say this is that guy she was going with, but you said she broke up with him. Let's see if you say something. Because this is a very negative, immature person. Because I think last time, 2 weeks ago, you said, a week or two ago, you said that she broke up with that guy. Oh, she did break up with the guy. Oh, maybe that's just saying that he's a bad person. Because you're saying he betrayed her. So because this is the foundation, this is in the past. So this is something that's already happened. So that makes sense. That this is the ex-boyfriend. Because he's immature and childish and selfish and things like that. Now that makes sense. Okay. Oh, that one is saying, don't, oh. It's saying, don't judge a book by its cover, look deep down inside. That's also in the past. But this one is saying, being in control of everything and being in a comfortable situation. So that's good. But now we go into the future. This is where the answer should be in the next six cards. Oh, that's good. This one's probably you. Victory and success, the King of Swords, forward movement, freedom of the spirit. That shows you have freedom. You can do whatever you want to do, make whatever choice you want to make. You're free to choose. Oh, this is good. That's that's freedom. Also freedom. This is freedom of the spirit, and this is freedom from bad choices and temptation, and it's spiritual freedom, where this is, same thing, freedom of the spirit and spiritual freedom. They just say it, they switch the words around, but it's the same idea. But when it's this way, it's all kinds of negative things and making bad decisions and being tied down to material things. When it's this way, it's breaking those negative chains. The chains fall off. They just slip off of their necks and they're free to do whatever they want. So they have spiritual freedom. And then, so two cards are talking about spiritual freedom and making good decisions. You'll be making good decisions in the future. And there'll be no temptations. The temptation, you'll overcome the temptations to make bad decisions. And this is what you fear, and that's loss of control and instability and imbalance. You fear those things. You don't want loss of control to happen. You want to be in control, and you want balance and stability. Oh, good. That's you, the wheel of fortune. You're going to have good fortune. Your energy is coming up, and the negative energy is going down. There it is, where my finger is. That's the yellow snake, the negative energy. But that's good fortune. I don't think we answered your question yet. Got two cards left. Oh, this one is a good card. It's talking about, this is kind of like out with the old, in with the new. Something negative is back here, and you're moving forward towards something positive, which could fit in. That kind of works either way. Let's do one more card, number 10. Oh, that one's coming back from a spiritual retreat and coming back and getting back into the routine of doing normal things. So this way, this person is kind of burned out and he takes a spiritual retreat. And then when it comes up this way, he's done with his spiritual retreat and he comes back and starts doing his normal routine again, and he feels better because he's gotten rid of all that stress. And then he can work better and get back into that old routine of things. He's not burned out anymore. But I don't think there's anything here that says whether or not Daniela will be your future wife. This one says, look deep down. Don't judge a book by its cover. This is in the past, and it's talking about the ex-boyfriend. This one is saying you'll make good decisions, stay away from temptation, go towards spiritual freedom. And then this one, the wording is freedom of the spirit, or this one is spiritual freedom, same idea. And then victory and success and forward movement and freedom of the spirit, and then making good decisions and spiritual freedom. And that kind of goes with this, where it's saying, don't judge a person by the outside appearance. Judge what's on the inside, and then you'll make a good decision. So that kind of goes with the idea of making good decisions down in here. Right there. Sometimes it's hard to tell where my finger is pointing. And this one says you'll be in a comfortable, relaxed situation where everything is focused on you and you're in control of everything. And here you have the Wheel of Fortune. You're having good fortune, and the negative energy is going down. Then that's a fear card, saying you're fearing imbalance and loss of control, which makes sense because here you're in control. You're in control of everything around you, and you're fearing that you'll lose the control in that card over there. Then this one says you're moving forward towards something brand new. And it's out with the old, in with the new, which is an interesting idea. So that could fit into a lot of different ideas. Then this one, it says you're coming back after a spiritual retreat, after feeling burned out, and you can work better and you've got that stress out of your system. Then number 11 is a negative money card, which doesn't seem to fit in anywhere because there's no talk of money. So it doesn't really say whether Daniela is. The only thing that kind of works with your question, because you said, is Daniela my future wife, or is there going to be someone else? This is the only card that kind of fits because it says out with the old, in with the new. And then this one over here is saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Go deep down. If it had come up this way, it would be a completely different story. But it came up reversed. So this might be saying, this is the only card that kind of fits in with your question. You have a lot of good stuff happening, all these good things. And this one is kind of saying, out with the old idea, in with the new idea, go towards something new. So this one might be saying to look at a different girl, different girlfriend. That's the only card. Everything else, there's nothing specific that says yes or no. Like if you had gotten the Two of Cups reversed, that would be a no, that she's not your future wife. Or there's a couple others. If they were reversed, they would mean no, that there'd be arguing and fighting and imbalance and things like that. So there's nothing specific that says no, but there's nothing specific that says yes. So it's kind of, this is the only one that kind of comes close out of 11 cards. Let's see what we got. He betrayed her. I just want the best for her. That's good. Oh, thank you. There are such nice people here in this little group of people we have. It's not a big group. It's like 10 people. And everybody seems so nice. It would be fun if we all lived close to each other and we could hang out. If all 10 of us lived in the same city and we could go hang out in a coffee shop or something. That would be fun. But we're spread out all over the world. That would be a fun thing to do. Meet every Sunday or something at a coffee shop or a bakery, like a bakery coffee shop kind of thing, where you could have good coffee and good pastries, and that would be fun. All 10 of us. There are about 10 of us. That would be fun. Um, all right, BALT. Well, someday I'm going to come to the UK, but I'll be in either Scotland, the Lake District, or Wales. But you can drive there and meet me. We'll meet in a coffee shop somewhere in the Lake District. Because maybe next summer I'll be there. If your country is still standing. I think things are going to work out. By next year, I hope things will work out. In the bakery shop. We will meet for sure somewhere. We will someday. Maybe next year or the year after that. Because someday I am going to go to those 3 places and go biking with Sparky. All right. If Shirley is still here, we're ready for Shirley. Yes, we will meet for sure. I'll be somewhere and I'll let people know as I'm traveling around. And when I get close to where you live, you can just say, let's meet up somewhere, and you'll tell me where to go. And you can pick like a coffee shop or a nice park, or coffee shop would be nice. I'd have to leave my bike. I wouldn't want to be too far from my bike, because all my stuff would be on the bike. So I couldn't leave it somewhere where I couldn't keep an eye on it. But maybe in a park or something. That would be fun. They're surely good. Yeah, the one negative thing about a bicycle with all the stuff on it is I've got to keep it in sight. I can't walk away from it. Even chaining it up, they'll just cut the chain and take everything. So I have to be right next to it most of the time. Unless I'm in a small town, a small village, and there's no crime there. Yeah, it'll be fun on the bike. Here we go. May I please ask, will I get the job at the tribal center? Or will my business? Ooh, another one where we have two questions. That happened last time where you asked two questions and we answered the first question, or we asked the first question and it actually pointed towards the second question. Like we could do the same thing again. Moonology? I've never used those. Yeah, I've never even heard of those. Moonology. Oracle cards. Oh, those are cool. I think I once told you I ordered a pack and they accidentally sent me a Bible. So I have a nice new Bible, but I don't have Oracle cards. The Bible is right down there. Yeah, never heard of moonology. So let's see how we'll ask this question. Will I get the job at the tribal center? Let's just say that. Because then there's a second part, or will your business improve this month? That's a completely different question. So let's focus on the first question. Will you get the job at the tribal center? Yeah, Oracle cards are cool. I was going to incorporate that into the readings and do the reading and then one Oracle card. But they sent me a Bible. They're trying to tell me something. Study your Bible verses, little firefly, so you can go to heaven. Yeah, let's see. We'll focus on the first question. And maybe it'll also answer the second one. Because the second one would be cards like will your business improve? That could be like the 2 and 3 of wands. That would mean improving business. So it might actually answer both questions, but we'll focus on the first one and see what kind of cards come up. Will I get the job at the tribal center? And then this might be the last reading. Yeah, it's already 2:43. This will be the last one. Will you get the job at the tribal center? Like I said before, you always seem to have job offers. I've only worked at one job for the last 9.5 years. And every week you seem to have a new job offer. That's so cool. I wish I could get some job offers. That would be awesome. Will Shirley get the job at the tribal center? Then we'll see if it says something about the second question. Might answer both. Let's see. We need a yes or a no kind of thing. That one doesn't really say. It's just saying you're trying to do too many. You might be trying to do too many things at one time and taking on a lot of burden, a lot of stress. Trying to do too many projects at one time. There's a negative money card. That's more like a false start or a delay. It's not failure. It's more like you start something and it gets delayed, and then you have to go back and start again. Like you put in an application and something happens, then you have to put in another application to the same place, that kind of idea. But it's not really a bad card. There's the Earth Mother reversed. That's talking about stagnation. And that's sort of in the past where things aren't moving forward. Ooh. Bad decisions. Temptation and bad decisions. Focusing too much on material things rather than spiritual things. That's interesting. And that's also in the past. Now we go into the future. So in the past, we have stressing yourself out, maybe some kind, in the first card. And the second card is some kind of delay or having to redo something, restart something. And then the third card is stagnation. And then the fourth card is making bad choices or focusing too much on material things rather than spiritual things. And that's all in the past. Now we go into the future because you're asking about the future. Will you get the job at the tribal center? Oh, that's good. That's a good message coming in, plus there's some travel. So that's the messenger, good energy and a good message coming in, and it might result in travel. So that's a positive. One positive card. Ooh. This one is a negative card. It talks about overdoing things, overindulging, or it could also be stress, but it's overdoing things so you become uncomfortable and you become stressed out and tired. And so it kind of goes with this card. It goes really well with this card because this card is talking about focusing on material things rather than spiritual. And this one is talking about focusing too much, doing too much of material things, too many material things, and doing it to the excess. And then it makes you sick, makes you physically sick because you're overdoing it and tires you out. Oh, but this one is good. That goes with that card. And this is kind of the idea of where this card is saying you start and then you hit a brick wall and you come back and restart. This is the same idea. He was fighting in a battle. He got injured. Then he comes back and is standing guard duty. So he hit that brick wall, came back, redid it, and now he's restarting again. So those two cards are saying the same thing. Kind of, like I said, putting in an application, something happens, and then you have to put in a second one. So you're redoing the same thing over again. Ooh, victory and success and a new enterprise. A new start, a new enterprise. So these two are saying the same thing. The page and the ace of swords. So maybe that's a yes for the tribal. Watch for unexpected good. This card doesn't come up too often, but this is the second time it's come up today. I think that came up for BALT. Watch for unexpected good. So you've got two good cards saying something, a good message coming in, a new project starting, victory and success, and then watch for unexpected good. And then this might be happening right now, going through something difficult, but it eventually you'll get through that thing and things will become better. It goes with this card of going through something difficult, but then you're strong enough to go through it and come out the other end. And this person is strong enough to go through this. And then the card goes like that and things get better. So they're both kind of saying that you're a strong person and you'll get through whatever negative things there are. And then you'll have all this improvement. And then all these good things will happen. But I'm guessing that means the tribal thing. But it could also mean that your business will be a success. But this actually talks about something brand new. These two, that one and that one, talk about something brand new. So I don't think it's talking about your business because that's been around a while. So it's talking about a new job. So maybe it's saying you'll have some kind of good response from the tribal inquiries, interview, or application. So maybe that's what it's saying. Let's see what you're saying. Ooh, lots of stuff. You're just applying. Oh, you say your living situation is chaotic. That's what this is. This is trying to do too many things at one time. Yep, overdue work and everything else. That's that one. Want to help your mother and your mom? All the horses. All right. But you do have three really good ones. And then these two are talking about how you can handle really difficult situations. And you're strong on the inside. You can get through really difficult things, and then the cards will turn around and you'll get a reward. You can go through the test of fire. That's what that is, the test of fire. The little salamanders means you can go through the test of fire. And that way, no matter what happens, you know you can always get through whatever difficulty there is. And you'll either try something new or you'll get a reward. So it's a good way to be, that you can handle really difficult situations. You never really have to worry. Nothing will be too difficult for you, so you don't have to worry. I think we're all done, I think. Oh, it's only 1:53. I thought it was 2:53. Oh, I'm thinking of, because we set the clocks back. At 2 a.m., we set the clock back. So it feels like 2:53, but it says it's only 1:53. You usually work until you can't walk. Yeah, that's the thing. Even though you don't feel strong, you still keep trying. That's what those cards are saying. I don't, the only time I do a reading for myself is if I'm trying to decide if I want to, like I always say, when I bought this computer, I couldn't decide whether I should buy it that weekend or if I should wait to see if it went on sale. And I did a tarot reading and it says buy it right now. And when I went online, it turned out that they were having a sale that saved me $350 on this computer. So the cards were right. They said, do it right now. And I went on and it saved me $350 because this is a $1,600 computer and I got it for $1,250. Then there was like 100 and something in tax on top of that. So I saved $350. That's the only time, and that was like two years ago. That's the only time I ever do readings for myself. When I some kind of decision like that. Yeah. So because I was waiting, and the last time I checked, they didn't have a sale going. And then on a Saturday morning, I asked, should I buy the computer or should I wait another week? And it gave me all the signs that says, breaking a stagnation, getting out of a comfort zone, that kind of thing. So I went online and there it was. And I went to the bank, I deposited some money, and then I bought it. So that's the only time. And I never get readings from anyone else. I don't know anyone who does readings. So I like helping my friends. Oh, the doctor's still here. Okay, doctor, ask your question. And then you'll be the last one. I'll bet it's a love question. Aha, general love. All right, we'll do the doctor, and that should be the last one. For the month of November. General love for the month of November. General love for November. Oh, that's a good one. That's people getting along well together and using their energy wisely. So that's a good one. I usually connect that one to work related things, but it works well for relationships too, because they show a group of people. So I like to think of that as a workplace, but it works good for two people. Oh, good. Love over hate, strength over weakness, all this, but more importantly, love over hate. So people working well together, getting along well together, using their energy and love over hate. That's good. This is being organized and being creative and being able to take ideas and turn them into something real. So a good imagination. Here we have being good with money, also being able to handle really difficult situations. That's very good. Ooh, things moving slowly. I couldn't tell. Looking at it in the reflection in the camera, it looked wrong, but that's things moving slowly. It could be saying that in the love department, things are moving slowly and they aren't happening as fast as you would like them to. Oh, out with the old and in with the new. That's a good card. It might be saying that you might need to try new ideas, that the old ideas aren't working because the old things are right there and there's the new things. And it's transition from old to new. The king is dead, long live the new king. Out with the old, in with the new. So it might be saying, try something different. Whatever you're doing right now isn't working. So try a brand new idea and it might work. That's what that could be saying. There's a good money card, a good message coming in about money, or starting a new project concerning money. Oh, hmm. That could mean that maybe you feel that you're not being treated fairly, or it could mean the loss of a lawsuit. There's another one I can't quite remember. I'll come back and look it up. There's a third one I can't remember. This one says things are improving. They're still difficult. Things are still difficult, but they're moving in the right direction and improving. I'll come back and look up that one thing I can't remember. Here's a negative person. This could be a negative person who uses secrets as a weapon or information as a weapon, or it could be a warning to be careful with your information. Don't share your information with people, like with cybersecurity type of things. I'm missing something on that justice card. I'll look it up. There are 3 meanings. Where are you? Legal complications, inequality. Oh, it just says be careful how you treat other people. Don't be severe with them. Advice to use mercy and understanding when judging others, and to avoid excessive tendencies to severity. Oh, and it's in the friends and family section, so maybe it doesn't even apply to you. It could be talking about a friend or a family member, and then somehow that has an effect on what you're doing. But it might not even refer to you. It might refer to someone else. But this might be the most important thing, because it's saying the old ways aren't working, try something brand new. So if you're still looking for love, that means the old ways or places that you're looking aren't working, so try somewhere new or try a new idea. And this one says indecision. That's number 11. That kind of goes with the idea of trying something new, making a new choice, making a new decision, and then maybe it'll work. Maybe you're looking in the wrong places for love, and that's why things are moving slowly. So that's a good card. Very good. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, I'm going to go too, Shirley. My throat is about to go. Losing my voice. And it looks like that's the last person. All right. We're done. I'll go drink some hot tea. Oh, we did one. We did 8 readings. That's pretty good for 2 hours. That's about right. All right, we are done. All right, thank you, whoever's left. That shows there's 2 people on. I will see you soon. We'll try to get back next Saturday or Sunday, maybe around noon. That works out well. Noon works out well. If I wait too long and it gets too close to 1 o'clock, then I have trouble getting on, it seems. Today, it was right around noon and it came on right away, about 5 seconds. So maybe that's the secret. Don't wait too long or it has trouble connecting. So I'll try coming on earlier from now on. All right, BALT. Good night from England. Oh, is it 10 or 11 o'clock there? I think you're 8 hours ahead of me. 8 or 9 hours. All right. I'll see you next weekend. And thank you for all the donations. That's very nice. Lots of coffee. Here we go. 10 p.m. Okay, 8 hours difference. Good. All right. Here we go. There we are.